In this tutorial, what I want to talk about is the iPad and audio. The iPads create pretty good video, but the audio quality from the very small mic that they have on the top is marginal at best. And so I recommend for students to get audio a different way, one of two ways. Either to use a separate recording device or to improve the audio signal that you get to the iPad. Now we have several of these units. This is called an iRig. And what this is has a small connector on the end here. I've got to take the little spirally thing off of this. There we go. That's taking forever. Okay, take the spirally thing off. It has a small cable and it has a connector that goes into the iPad. And this is a 4-pin connector with a tip, ring, and sleeve. On the top, there is a three position switch for on and plus 48 volt. Now what 48 volt is phantom power. That sends electrical signal to microphones if the microphones need it. On the top, you can actually plug in your headset, so if you need to monitor the audio, you can hear it right there. On the side, there's a rotary dial, and that's for adjusting the volume of the microphone settings. On the bottom is a female XLR cable. So the way this works is I have the iPad turned on right here. So first, what I think I'll do is I'll do a small recording as a test recording. And we can see I'm on the camera application. I'll start a recording. You can see that I have the camera the iPad a foot or two away from myself. This is a test with the iPad with no microphone. Test with no microphone. Okay, so I'm going to stop that. Okay, now what I'll do is I will take the iRig and I'll plug it into the headphone jack right here on the side of the iPad. You can do this same thing with your iPhone. Okay, so this is plugged in. Okay, now I need an audio cable, so I have one here. I'll open this up and I'll just pop this out of here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to plug the XLR into the XLR socket, male into female. I'm going to turn the device on, but I'm only turning it on. I'm not turning it on I'm just turning it on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a dynamic microphone. This is an announcer microphone. We've covered it in a separate tutorial. This microphone doesn't require any power. So I'm going to plug this microphone in. Okay, the iRig is on. That's what this is called. The iPad is on. I'll start the recording. Looks like we're going here. Yep, there we go. This is a test of the iPad with a dynamic microphone using the iRig. Hopefully this volume will be satisfactory. Okay, I'm going to stop that. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the volume. I know that this microphone requires a lot of gain. In other words, it's a very soft microphone, so I'm going to adjust the volume up to the maximum amount. I'm going to re-record the same thing. Okay, let's get this started. This is a recording made with the iPad and the iRig. The volume on the iRig is at maximum, and I'm using a dynamic microphone. Now what I'm going to do is I'll remove the connector from the microphone, and I have with me a lavalier microphone. This is a wired lavalier. We covered that in a previous tutorial. I'm going to plug this in. This microphone requires power. It's a condenser microphone. So I have to change the setting on the iRig to turn this on so that the iRig sends a power signal to the microphone through the cable. And when that's turned on, you can see there's a red light right here. Okay, I'm going to hold this up when I start recording this. I still have this at full volume, so we'll see how that is. This is a recording with a wired lavalier mic, the iRig, and the iPad. The volume is set to full volume on the iRig. Now I'm going to turn the volume to 50%. This is a wired lavalier mic going through the iRig at 50% gain, recorded to the iPad. Now, this is a great way to get really good audio. So you can put the iRig into the iPad, run the cable quite a long way. You can use a wired lavalier mic, you can use wireless mics, you can use announcer mics, and you can use shotgun mics. So this is what improves the audio quality of a pretty good recording tool. But the iRig is what we're using.